you heard of this German fairy tale in which a girl got a magic pot that was cooking porridge by itself? Wouldn't it be great if food was just cooking effortlessly? In the next video, I will share an apple jam recipe that is yummy and just like in a fairy tale, it cooks by itself. This is the laziest food you ever prepared, I promise you. Just watch it. Hello, I am Tanya. I am a professional gardener from Finland, and this year I had an enormous crop of fruits and berries, and especially apples. I just hardly could keep up with it. I share it with my colleagues and friends. I made applesauce. I made apple cider. I made apple chutney. And apples still were coming. And as a professional gardener that I am, and you know that the season in Finland is really short, so we gardeners have to work much harder to fulfill all clients' needs in this relatively short period of time. So literally I have a little time to preserve apples. And one day it came to my mind that I can try to make an apple jam in an oven, and I tried it and it turned amazing. I was so proud of myself that I invented this way of preserving apples, until I did some research and I found out that this is how our busy grandmothers did apple jam in their big wood stoves. And I was like, okay, I didn't invent this, but still it's an amazing way of preparing apple jam, and I need to share it with others. And also, I'm going to make an important announcement about this channel, so you really should watch this video till the end. This apple jam is really better if you prepare it in a wood stove, but if you don't have much experience with that, it can easily burn, because it's really hard to regulate all those temperatures when you're preparing it in a wood stove. So I'm going to share the recipe in which I do this in a modern oven. And I will put all exact proportion into description, both in metric and imperial. But roughly this is what you need to prepare this apple jam. So basically you need apples and you need sugar, and preferably brown sugar, but right in the moment I don't have enough brown sugar, so I'm going to mix brown sugar and white sugar. And roughly for 1 kilo of apples you will need 50 grams of sugar, and also at the beginning we need around 1 milliliter of water. I don't peel apples because those are organic apples from my garden and I don't use any pesticides. But if you're unsure of your apple origin, I recommend peeling them. I just cut them into pieces of the same size, and then I put them into baking dish, add water, then I place them into oven at 200 Celsius or 390 Fahrenheit for about half of an hour. And different oven types gives more or less time for apples to soften, and you just watch your apples, they need to start falling apart. And at that stage, when they got enough softness and started to fall apart and smell kind of like a caramel, it's time to take them out and to add sugar and spices. Spices are optional. You can use whatever you like, cinnamon, star anise. And also in the end of baking this jam, you can squeeze a lemon juice from half of a lemon and add to your jam for better preservation. Those are really optional things. Place the baking dish back in the oven, and at this stage you can reduce temperatures to 180 Celsius or 356 Fahrenheit, and keep your jam in the oven for another hour and a half. And again, this time is kind of estimated because it really depends on your oven. From time to time, you should take the baking dish out and stir the apple jam and watch its consistency. And the jam is ready when it becomes thicker and has this rich amber color. You can take this baking dish out of the oven and add lemon juice and remove all your spices if you use them. And all you have to do now is to place jam into a clean, sterilized jar. In the beginning of this video, I promised an announcement. Recently, I really got into traditional Nordic or especially Finnish recipes. I realized how closely food traditions and gardening traditions are related. Traditional food affects what you grow in your garden and vice versa. And of course, climate condition affects both. So there will be much more traditional Nordic and Finnish and sometimes more modern food recipes on my channel. And I will also dive into history of these dishes and how gardening related to this. And the next traditional recipe I'm going to share with you on this channel is going to be Finnish sauerkraut. And Finnish sauerkraut is a bit different from a basic sauerkraut, and I promise it is much tastier. So as soon as this video ready, I will put link into description, and this also will appear somewhere here. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time on my channel.